What's going on, everybody? My name is Dean. Thank you for stopping in. I'm going to be showing y'all how to change your inner and outer tie rods on your '05 to '09 Mustang, but it kind of goes for just about any vehicle. I have been working on them already, just not on this car. I done my mom's earlier on her truck, 200,000 miles, very rusty. These are my scrap parts. Everything that came off of my car the other day. Y'all will be seeing that shortly because I'm going to be editing and installing or uploading that video. But this is my 2009 Ford Mustang GT. Best part about it is I will be showing you guys how to do it with a very, very common hand tool set. I do have an impact. I'll try and not use it. Just try and do all hand tools. This is a $20 Duralast tie rod tool. You can get it at AutoZone. Phenomenal. I've done these tie rods. I'm going to be doing these. I did these tie rods, and I just got done with these tie rods. And no, I didn't wreck because of the tie rods. I wrecked because of ice. The tie rod is bent from where it ripped out of the steering rack, so that's always fun. But anyhow, I will get the car in the air, and I will go from there. Alright, so another thing that I forgot to mention is I'm also going to be installing some headlights. I talked about the halos in the walk around video. They got here the other day, so I will be throwing them on. They're right inside. Speaking of right inside, that's my dog. Hot dog. But yeah, so they're right inside. I'll probably do a short on that just because it's very simplistic, especially the wiring. But anyhow, let me get everything off, let me get the bumper off, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so car's in the air. Got the front bumper off. Had a little bit of a mishap. I broke both mounting bolts on this side, which we actually broke one, put in the aero kit, my buddy Trayton and I. We broke one on this side. That's why this one's new. And so I ended up ordering new bumper brackets just so I can replace both sides. They're not going to get here until Tuesday, and it is Saturday. But that's not going to stop me. I will finish everything up, but the car's most likely just going to sit like this until I get it fixed, which it actually works out good because I also bought these brackets. This one is zip tied because it is also broke. Hello, Charlie. So this one's also broke. I ended up buying a new one of this, so I'm just going to replace it, just drill these rivets out. And I might as well do this side as well, both sides. But anyhow, I'm going to continue. I did raise the car just a smidge again. It was buckling on the fender. Let's see. So I did add about another 1/8 inch. So on both sides as well. So hopefully that'll fix that issue. But anyhow, I will probably put y'all on the tripod just so I can have free hands. All right. Now we are back. It has been a little bit. I had to go over to a buddy's house to get some jack stands. I'm currently using every jack stand that I have, 2 of which are holding my red car up, and then 2 of them obviously are holding my black car. And he was like, I got some if you need them. And I'm like, I would love that. So I had to go and pick them up, and now we're getting back to it. I've always hated clips. Come on. There we go. You're going to want to take this clip off. And then there's going to be this one. I use a flathead. Get up in there and just pry it off. Now, it is really important to make sure that your boots are in good condition because you don't want any dirt or debris getting into the steering rack. So let's pop this off. This one's a little tied up, so you can play with it, pry with it a little bit. Best thing to do is just pull it just like that. I'll try and attempt this with channel locks. I've done it before. Where you're at on the camera, it's going to be very hard. So that is where this tool comes into play. This is the $20 Duralast tool I was telling you about earlier. I'd picked this up at AutoZone. When I was doing the tie rods on my mom's car, I'd went to Harbor Freight. I'd bought that $80 kit, and it did not work good at all. They didn't have the right sizes, so I ended up just returning it. And then I went to AutoZone, picked this up for $20, and I have used it many times. Maybe if you go the right way, tie in. All right. Now I do have an adjustable breaker bar. That's what this is. Obviously, you can adjust it. I don't think we're going to need all that. We will see. Not a lot of room. Let me reposition you guys. Just like that. And then using the 14, we can take the tool off. Most likely it's going to be wedged in here, so just pop it off. Take these out. So let's move you to right here. Get you a set of channel locks. Break it loose. Now that it's loose from there, let's see, 18 mil. Yes. Let's get an extension so I can be above the brake. That is tightening. There we go. This off. It's going to be stubborn. Yeah, so essentially, just hit it with your purse, handful of times. Outer tie rod comes out. Just twist it off. I need an alignment anyhow, so I'm not necessarily counting, because I'm going to eyeball alignment anyhow until I can get an actual alignment. And if you're wondering, like, why are you replacing them? You see that? The boot is torn. So, most likely, all of the... Yeah. There's no give. Like, it's all just floppy and blown out. Alright, so I'm back with another pair of adjustable wrenches. Now, you're going to want to back the jam nut out. Take that out. Slide this off. And now, the inner tie rod comes right out. Simple as that. Alright, so I figured I'd just do a little unboxing. These are from Detroit Axle. Basically everything that I've bought for every vehicle in the driveway has come from Detroit Axles. And I do thoroughly enjoy them. Really good quality, OEM spec. And they do have a 10-year warranty, so that's really cool. So, as you can see, this is the outer. Really nice bushing too. See, these aren't greasable, so these are not serviceable. But you got to think the car already has 134,000 miles on it, and they look to be the OEM ones. So if they can last 134, kind of see where I'm throwing down. These ones are going to last 134. And then you got the inners, and you're probably wondering, why are you replacing the inners if you were only needing to replace the outers? Well, that's a good question. And it all boils down to, well, since I'm there, I might as well. You know, I had my oil, or I was doing an oil change. Front end of the car was up while I was there. I might as well put coilovers on. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it boils down to. Alright, so now when it comes to the installation of it, it's as simple as replacing what you took off. There we go. So what you want to do now, you want to slide the boot over. Make sure that it's sitting on the steering rack. You can reuse the clip. I do not like the clips, so I recommend zip ties. Get it so where it locks. Right there's where it's supposed to catch. Right there. And when it comes to zip ties, always cut them at an angle so the next person who touches it cuts themselves. But since I'm the next person who cuts or who's going to touch the car, I ain't going to do that because I don't want to cut myself. So now that this is back on, take your jam nut, run it up however much. Take the new inner tie rod. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm just going to do 20 and then eyeball it from there. Let's get it a bit straight. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to believe that's going to be a 19. Yes, it is a 19. Just snug it up. Nothing crazy. And then, as you can tell, I don't know if you can tell or not, that ain't very straight. It is a little toed out. So what I'm going to do is an eyeball alignment. I will need some help for that though because the steering wheel has to be held straight. So I will catch y'all in a bit. Alright, so it is day 2 of doing the tie rods. It's actually Tuesday. So the car has been on jack stands since Saturday because I'm still waiting on parts. It is about 5:30 right now and still no parts. So I don't really know what the delay is, but I'm going to just continue. Probably pull the bumper since I did replace them, or since I bought new ones. I'll probably just take everything out. I got my fog light extensions. This is a mock-up. These are going to be my lower fogs. I had them in my red car. Just a different design, I guess. But these ones are actually from 2013, 2014 V6 Mustangs. So hopefully they'll project a little bit. Yes, the bolts are a little tacky. Like I said, this is just a mock-up design. I'm not going to cut the original ones up just because if I don't like it, I don't want to have like the waviness because like all these cheap aftermarket ones, they're going to be wavy. So that's why I'm not cutting up an OEM one. I did get the halos in, threw those in the other day. Very simplistic. Red goes to red and white, black goes to black. Put in my switchbacks over on this side. Red goes to brown, black goes to black. Obviously the switchback. And I will show you them on. So you see the flat top halos, the switchbacks, flat top halos. I don't know why these didn't come on. Oh, duh, because they're not even plugged in. So let me just plug these in for you real quick. So, pretty stoked about these. I wish I could find my other bulb, but it obviously got ripped off. Not too worried about it. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to take the bumper brackets off today and then just get everything ready for when I actually get my parts. Alright, so it is the next day. It is Wednesday. My parts haven't come in, but I can't really wait anymore because I do have to get the car done. I done a little bit of an alignment. I took the wheels back off. I done just a toe in, toe out alignment, and got it straight enough. But as of right now, I ended up just bolting other bolts back in. I think it'll be okay. Drilled them out. Got everything else. Then over here, this is going to be the mock-up design of these lower fog lights. It is going to look a little bit tacky just because you can see the mounting hardware through it, and I really don't know if I like it, but I'm going to be throwing everything on real quick, and the next time you see the car, it might be on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, we are complete. I got everything thrown back together and I will show you. So as you can see, we got the lower fog lights in, got the halos, the flat top rings, switchbacks. I am running the teehees. I took the bump stops off, so that's sitting way better. And if you can't tell, I changed the mufflers. These were on my red car. Obviously they need straightened out a little bit, but as of right now, I think they'll be fine. I think they will do what I'm wanting them to do. I already like how they sound way better. But it is time for me, you can see where I'm bottoming out everywhere. It is time for me to clean up. I got a lot of wheels. But what do y'all think? I think it turned out great. Honestly, I kind of dig the mismatched setup. I know it's kind of tacky, but I do I do like the mismatched setup a little bit, but I think it's deserving of a good car wash after being in the air for a few days. But anyhow, I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is like, I don't know, this one is weird because it's supposed to be a tie rod video, but now it's tie rods, bumpers, lights, turn signals, mufflers, wheels, you know. But at the end of the day, that just shows you what you can do in your driveway with a common hand tool kit. But anyhow, I hope y'all did enjoy, and I will be seeing y'all later.